What's up guys, Andre here of Tech, and the Redmi Note series is considerably Xiaomi's most popular lineup, offering high-quality mid-rangers at a relatively lower price. Recently, the brand unveiled the Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G that we tagged it as another bang-for-your-buck device. Then now, another variant adds to the Note 11 family, this Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus 5G, dubbed as the ultimate Redmi Note by Xiaomi. We've already reviewed these two smartphones, so if you want all the nitty-gritty details, we'll put it in the video links in the description box. Anyways, you've read the title. In this video, let's find out the difference between the two, and of course, which one is more fit for you. I'm gonna quickly start on design, because these two phones basically look the same, except for their respective camera modules. The Pro Plus version has a larger and more protruding one physically. Other than that, we get the same flat glass back and front, together with a nice metal frame around. Both devices honestly feel hefty and thick to grip, which in return also make them feel tough, especially with their IP53 dust and splash resistant rating. Despite the same diagonal screen size, there are tiny differences to their dimensions. Pro Plus is technically bigger. The thickness of the Pro Plus measures 8.34mm compared to the 8.12mm of the Pro version. Perhaps the 2-gram difference can tell this slight change. There's also an additional color choice for the Pro Plus, which is this forest green. Going into display, both handsets sport a 6.67-inch AMOLED display with a 2400 by 1080 pixel resolution, a 20:9 aspect ratio, and with a buttery smooth 120Hz refresh rate option. Quality-wise, with an AMOLED panel, you can automatically expect sharp details with bright and vivid colors that blend well with inky blacks. Outdoor use won't be a problem with these two phones either, as they have a peak brightness of up to 1200 nits. On top of all that, they also have Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection and a pre-installed screen protector. Nice! One thing to note, however, is that the Redmi Note 11 Pro only supports up to 1080p for YouTube videos, while the higher Pro Plus can go up to 4K. Now the sound department of the Pro Plus model will surely step up your media consumption, as it is now tuned by JBL, a brand that is popular for their great speakers and other audio accessories. It also has Dolby Atmos support for further calibration of audio settings to user preferences regarding the dual stereo speakers. There's still the 3.5mm headphone jack present on both devices at your disposal. One of the biggest changes though is the processor. The Pro Plus model is powered by a MediaTek Dimensity 920 with an ARM Mali G68 MC4 GPU, while the Pro model has the Snapdragon 695 with Adreno 619 GPU. On paper, the Dimensity 920 has the edge over the Snapdragon 695, performing better benchmark scores and higher clock speeds. This CPU also fills the gap on video recordings at higher resolutions, and it is now possible to shoot up to 4K at 30fps on the Pro Plus model. Slow motion shooting 720p videos at 960fps is also possible on the Pro Plus model. As for storage options, the Pro Plus model has a maximum 256GB UFS 2.2 storage, and both models are expandable up to 1TB with the same LPDDR4X RAM of either 6GB or 8GB. Talking about cameras, both versions are equipped with the same camera hardware, quad rear and selfie cameras, with tiny nuances in their apertures. That's a 108MP wide primary lens, which is similar to last year's model, followed by an 8MP ultrawide and a 2MP macro shooter. At the front, there's a single front-facing camera with a 60MP lens. When it comes to quality, we're mostly impressed with the images produced. Both bring out a lot of details, vibrant color, and a decent dynamic range in bright conditions. We did notice that the Pro Plus model often provides more contrasty shots, so take note of that. As for night photography, both often look shadowy and muddy without any AI or night enhancement turned on. But when we used their night modes, we got more subtle details with better lighting effects. They both do a respectable job. Checking out some selfies, they can look a bit pale most of the time, falling more on cooler tones. But with very good lighting or sunlight, you can get a natural looking photo. And as for videos, like we mentioned earlier, the Note 11 Pro can only shoot up to 1080p at 30fps, while the Note 11 Pro Plus can shoot up to 4K at 30fps. Okay, lastly, the change in the battery is a bummer. The Pro Plus model now only has 4500 mAh of battery capacity compared to the 5000 mAh of the Pro version. But here's the catch. The Pro Plus version charges at an electrifying 120 watts, which Xiaomi calls as hypercharge, and the charging brick is included in the box. The Pro Plus version can be charged to 100% only within 15 minutes. That's an insane charging speed that will be helpful for those who usually forget to charge their devices before going to bed. On the other hand, the Pro version isn't left behind, with 67 watts of fast charging that can fill its battery to 100% in over 40 minutes. So to wrap up this comparison, the Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus 5G apparently stands taller than its sibling, the Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G. The new Dimensity 920 chipset fills the shortcomings of the Snapdragon 695, especially with the capability to shoot up to 4K resolution at 30 FPS. We get richer audio on the Pro Plus version through JBL's calibration and Dolby Atmos support for further audio setting customization. Users also have an additional option for 256GB of storage for the Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus 5G. And hey, that green color looks dope. But of course, that is not to say that the lower Pro model isn't good either. If you have a lower budget and don't really need the Plus features, then it's a very good daily driver that can also handle heavy gaming from time to time. So yeah, that's it for this Xiaomi comparison. What about you? Which one do you prefer? The Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G or the higher Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus 5G? Let us know in the comments down below. And like usual, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to our channel for more content, hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads, and be sure to visit yugatech.com for the latest update. Once again, this is Andre, and I'll see you guys in the next one.